Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So it's been a while since I've last filmed. I'm kind of like in a summer slump when it comes to journaling, and I don't know why. I've realized that this is kind of like a common occurrence every year. It's always in the summer where I kind of slow down on journaling. I don't know, I guess it's because I want to use my time for other things in the summer. But let's try to change that. So here's where I'm at currently. These are just some of my recent pages. So I started going back to bordering them with washi tape, kind of like Lindsay Cava style, as I would call it, because I thought that maybe this would help with my summer writing slump, right? I guess because I'm using up more space, so less writing. And then I decided that I'm going to start leaving space again for including photos, but rather than printing them from my own printer, because I don't want to keep spending money on ink, I'm just going to I'm gonna make collages and make 4x6 prints at like Walgreens or something. So I'll use 4x6 prints and they'll be in quarters. So each one is a 2x3 photo. And so I'm just leaving space for that here. I don't know, I found that I've been really missing including photos of my daily life in my journal. Ever since I came home from school last March, I haven't really been including photos. When I was at school, so this is a spread from pre-pandemic in one of my journals, I would include photos of my lunch, me studying for a geology lab. I don't know, I just found that including photos really made my journaling a little more personal and added something to the pages. So that's something different that I'm going to start, or at least remember to start doing going forward. If you were confused about the whole 4x6 thing, here's an example, of when I did that in my journal when I went on vacation a few years ago. So all of these were on one 4x6 sheet and I just cut them up into smaller images. So yeah, that's basically where I'm at right now with journaling. I just really want to get out of this little summer slump and become more consistent again, but at the same time I don't want to push myself too much, otherwise I'm really just not going to enjoy journaling as I usually would. Anyway, I thought today I would decorate a spread for the Olympics since that's going on now. So I want to work with construction paper today, and I already picked out the different colors. So I'm going for the colors of the 5 Olympic rings. I think that's kind of fun. So when I looked it up, the 5 rings are supposed to recognize the 5 continents, I guess at the time. Well, yeah, that makes sense because no one from Antarctica is at the Olympics. Wait, there's 7 continents and I'm pretty sure the other 6 have contestants or participants. Well, anyway, it said something about the 5 continents coming together for the Olympics. So I thought that was really cool symbolism. I'm gonna make some space for like a washi border as well. But I'm just going to collage down the side with little bits of construction paper. I've always enjoyed watching the Olympics. I think it's really cool to see, participants from all over the world compete in sports. It's something that we can all as a whole kind of appreciate, coming from different cultures and other backgrounds. It's really, really neat. So some of my personal favorite events to watch are swimming. I mean, that's been on prime time here on the East Coast in the US every night lately. So that's mainly what I've been watching, but I think it's the most exciting just because it's more fast-paced. But I also like gymnastics. That always receives hype in the media. When soccer rolls around, I don't really watch the preliminary rounds. I saw that Team USA, the women's team, lost the first game against Sweden, and that was kind of like an upset. And then with the men's US basketball team, they're not doing too great, so it's very, very interesting. Did anyone else watch the opening ceremonies the other day? I kind of thought it was a little underwhelming, but I totally understand, you know, why that might be due to the circumstances surrounding COVID and stuff. It's just, I don't know, I have a very distinct memory of Beijing in 2008 and how amazed everyone was by their opening ceremony. So I feel like that's the opening ceremony that everyone goes back to compare. So it's kind of neat because the Winter Olympics are coming up in Beijing in a few months. Do you guys, if you enjoy the Olympics, do you like the summer or winter one better? I mean, from winter, I like the figure skating, and that's pretty much the only sport I watch in the Winter Olympics. I don't know, nothing else really piques my interest. This looks interesting so far. Now I'm gonna do the same pattern on the other side. So let's see, what have I been up to lately? Well, sometime last week, I think. I don't remember. The days are kind of blending together. But I went to the American Dream Mall in New Jersey, which opened late last year. It was originally supposed to open in March of 2020, but closed. Or it didn't because, you know, COVID happened, which was kind of unfortunate because I was looking forward to the grand opening around that time. But it is the second largest mall in America after Mall of America in Minneapolis. And it was okay. Now those malls are big, but it's just because it's spacious. That doesn't really mean that it has a lot of stores. There's just a lot of walking space. But there were a lot of storefronts that weren't open yet. So I really hope that they find stores to lease in that mall. Otherwise, I don't think it's gonna last long, honestly. But it's much better having that mall there than having the ugly building that was previously in that space. I don't know what it was called, but it was a really ugly looking building. And every time I would pass by when I went to like the Jet game at MetLife Stadium, which is right over there in New Jersey, I would just look at it. Because nothing was ever there in that building as far as I know. But yeah, this new shopping mall, it has like a few stores. There isn't much of a food court. There's like 4 or 5 fast food places. I know other malls have more options, so hopefully, you know, other options come and fill some spaces. There weren't any sit-down restaurants, which was interesting. But the main attractions at this mall are the amusement park, the Nickelodeon theme park, which is also at the Mall of America, and then the DreamWorks water park. So those two are like right next to each other, and those are like the tourist attractions because it's an indoor amusement park. That's really cool. But it was really expensive at this location. So hopefully in the winter the prices drop. because I went to the one in Minnesota and it was like $40 for the whole day. And then here it was like $75 for a few hours. So big difference. And at that rate, again, I don't know if they would necessarily last long because it's expensive. Like, you could totally get a season pass to Six Flags for cheaper. So hopefully, you know, after the first year is over, prices drop. And then the theme park, I think, is the same, or not the theme park, the water park is the same price, or maybe it's even a little more expensive. But I think it's the largest indoor water park in the country, so they have that going for them. In terms of other things in the mall, they had like mini golf, they had an aquarium, they had like a little Lego Discovery Center thing. So those are all nice activities for kids. But so far it's nothing that I would necessarily write home about. So for the washi, I want to use my American flag washi. Let me look for it.
One eternity later.
I just searched for like 10 minutes for it and I have no idea where I put it. I didn't use it at 4th of July because I couldn't find it then either. So I don't know when I last used it, but it's gone now. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere, but maybe for now it's for the better, so I can just go for like a neutral Olympics theme. But of course I'm rooting for Team USA. Although I was checking the medal stats and they're definitely slacking on that front. Right now they're in 3rd. So like the men's gymnastics team, they didn't even get a medal in the team competition. They came in 5th. And then, let's see, in one of the swimming competitions, Katie Ledecky, I think, the American swimmer, she came in 2nd because I forgot her name, but she's from Australia, and she placed 1st. And they've been talking about how the swimmer from Australia has been coming for Ledecky for a while now. So that was actually kind of cool to see. In a way, they kind of work off each other to try to beat the other person. So like in previous competitions, the Australian swimmer has, you know, slowly been catching up to Katie Ledecky, the American. And then I guess in the Olympics, she finally beat her. So that was actually kind of neat. But again, kind of sad because the American didn't win. But it's cool to see athletes progress like that. You know, because these people, athletes, they work so hard to get to a certain point. And of course, you want to succeed. Okay, so for images, I know I have a People magazine somewhere that has images of the American Olympians. So let me go look for that. Okay, so I found it, but obviously they're not all gonna fit on this page. So I'm probably just gonna cut out Simone Biles. I'm not really sure who any of these other athletes are. I think that's Bruce Springsteen's daughter. Oh, and then one of these soccer players. For now, I'll just keep it to one athlete and we'll put Simone Biles there, since she's honestly one of the only ones that I know from the people in this magazine. I'll just keep the little blurb there in case, you know, 50 years from now, I forget who she is. Oh no, my glue. I need to buy more Elmer's glue because I'm not using the Dollar Tree ones. I must have got a bad batch that time. Okay, so now for some stickers. I'm going to search my pen pal drawer first for some small stickers. Well, I could have used some of the samples that Julianne had sent me around the 4th of July instead of this black washi tape, but it's okay. I can always save that for a later date. I'm just going for any colors that match what I have already. I was gonna do like a little heart thing, but there's no black hearts. Let's use these gold stars. I just wanted to put a date label before I forgot. And then just for one more little sticker, I'm going to take it out of this sticker book, which I got from Walmart a couple of weeks ago now. It just says, "Let the good times roll." I thought the colors matched the Olympic ring colors that I used, because I still want to leave room for me to write around it, you know? So yeah, I think this is going to be one spread. And now I'm just gonna do another fun kind of summer themed one. So these are the washi tapes I'm using. Super fun vibrant pineapple is one of my favorites to use in the summer. Sorry about the lighting. I am filming around sunset, so it's going to get darker and I'm gonna have to turn on my light soon. So I kind of just want to make this spread really fun and colorful. So I'm just going to take a sticker out of this sticker book that Carrie had sent me. Thank you, Carrie. And it says summer break, because you know, it's summer. I haven't decorated like this in a while. Like with the borders and just, you know, putting things in the middle. Cute little Lisa Frank. Actually, I think there's like seasonal things in here for summer. I just have to see. They have winter ones, Halloween ones. Oh, speaking of Halloween, Halloween decor is making an appearance in the stores now, so that's really fun. I'm kind of excited for Halloween this year. I'm excited for cooler weather, cozy weather. I'm kind of sick of the summer. I can't find any summer things in here, so I'm just gonna have to let's use this cute swan and put it in the center over here. The good thing about dotted grid is you can kind of line it up. Although this is a little smaller, so I'm gonna move it up a little. So I'm gonna call that another spread. I'm super excited to go right now because they're really cute. And again, you do not have to decorate your journal by any means. I just enjoy doing it because it makes me a little more motivated to write. Also, it's another way to you know, express yourself other than words. So thank you so much for joining me today for a little decorating session. I hope that you're all doing well, and I will see you all soon with another video. Until then, bye!